Hi everyone, my name is Ruby Alvarado and today I'm going to develop the first activity of the assignment English 7. So it consists in answer some question. So let's start. The first question say what is the purpose of the course? So some of the objectives or purpose of the course are based on the reinforcement of the linguistic, sociolinguistic, and pragmatic competence of the foreign language. So in this case, English, of course, so an objective that is intended to be fulfilled by carry out activities that focus mainly on oral production through interaction and discussion speaking. The second question say how many learning outcomes can you find in the syllabus? So learning outcome 1 demonstrate oral skills to express fluently and spontaneously about different cultural subjects for social or academic purpose. Learning outcome 2 discuss about a controversial issues using arguments to convince a counterpart towards a specific point of view. Learning outcome 3 interpret extend speech even when it's not clear structure and when relationships are no implicit and no signaled explicitly. Learning outcome 4 describe complex subjects with clear and detailed information, developing particular points and rounding off with an appropriate conclusion. Question number 3 say what are synchronic interaction activities? So it can be said that these activities are based on a strategy focused mainly on the meaning of the same activities which are present in real time, where there is simultaneous interaction between teacher and students. So generally these activities include opinions, debates, readings, so they are considered as group activities. Question number 4, how many activities does the course have? So the activities in the group are 6, which are as follows. So task 1, reflecting open English language awareness. Task 2, partaking in 8 weekly mandatory encounters. Task 3, debating about controversial issues. Task 4, speaking part of Cambridge C1 Advanced. And task 5, standardized test listening quiz. Task 6, developing a speech throughout conference system. So which activities in the course imply real-time interaction? So these are task 2, partaking in 8 weekly mandatory encounters. Task 3, debating about controversial issues. Task 4, speaking part of Cambridge C1 Advanced. And task 6, developing a speech throughout conference system. So the point 6 consists in summarize with my own words about the rules and conditions of the course. So in total there are 30 rules and conditions that are stipulated within the course, among which are fundamental values such as respect, honesty, and tolerance with all subjects involving the educational process. There are also rules such as policies related to plagiarism, knowledge of technical requirements that must have technological equipment to be used for the development of activities, updating the profile, consultation of agendas of each subject, knowing a typical course and interaction with others through the different platforms. And on the other hand, the rules and condition also include the correct functioning of the institutional email, as well as the need to constantly review it So participation in mandatory weekly meetings of the course to achieve a minimum level B2 in the language. And finally, facial acceptance if the course requires the presentation on an objective test. Question number 7: is your institutional email working properly? Yes, my email is working properly. And the second point consists about a reflection. So I would like to start my reflection about Open English language awareness, mentioning that I have a certificate to English level which I get based on a test done last semester in 6th semester, and the level that I obtained was close to B1. So I really consider that some of the problems that I had in this test were of listening. It is also worth mention that the time to respond to it was a little short. But today I consider that I improved my level a little more, because taking into account the aspect in which I had shortcomings, I decided to work them a little more. So I consider that at this moment I really reached B1 level. It is worth mentioning that I have achieved this level by studying a lot since I was in school. Because English is a language that I have always liked in a big way, and over time I have had the opportunity to and deep it a little more through videos, music, movies, songs, and even talking with native speakers through application to learn a little more about the same cultures, idioms, and slangs of the English language. And it is something that I am passionate about in a big way. One of the reasons for which I decided to study a degree in English or degree in foreign languages is because I am passionate about teaching others languages, and to teach other people. And why? Because in the future I would like to learn other languages and become a translator. I love to study everything related to learning foreign languages, in this case English specifically, its linguistic components and the phonetics. So that is why I would like to mention the factors that influence in this process, such as age and difference that exists between the study. Also answer the question that was stipulated in the guide. So I think that main the main difference that exists between the study of a language in childhood and in an adult life, this can mainly be differentiated based on the experience that these subjects have lived in their educational process. However, it is important to recognize that in childhood the neural networks are at their maximum development, so therefore learning is carried out in a simple way. So, however, it is not a secret that the learning of a foreign language must be constant. I'm always trying to relate everything I see to English, both its grammar and phonetics. So, because if you stop practice it, you can forget it. That is why it is important to organize learning and the time to study other language through life, including the foreign language to learn in everyday life. In my case, I always try to relate everything I see with I see with English. So it is also essential to make schedules with different activities at different times to study. certain skill constantly, because I believe that a language should never stop studying or depend as the language evolves, and there is always something new to learn. So that's all. Thank you so much.